Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to M&D Forex Traders. This is Matthews. I hope you're doing great. I hope you had a wonderful week. Yeah. So today I'm here with a trade breakdown for you guys. One of the trades that we took last week. This was particularly a beautiful setup, which unfortunately turned into a loser. And I wanted to share something that I learned. Actually, something that I always preach in our channel. Okay, so if you look at this particular setup, this was a perfect QML plus fake out setup, right? So if you look here to your right, you have a dual resistance QML. Right here we have double resistance here, and then we created a low here, and then we created a higher high right there, and then thereafter we created a lower low breaking structure right here. Right here we had a resistance and another resistance, and we were waiting for price to actually reject from here, and then we enter. And right here you can see right here I had my entry right there after a nice pin bar and a bearish engulfing candle. When I entered right there, and my stop loss was above the higher high right here, and as you guessed, I was taken out. Yeah, I was taken out. So what happened? So actually I realized that I had made a mistake. Actually, let me just show you. I actually sent this setup to our private community. You can see right here. We had a nice bearish engulfing, a nice pit formation. Then that's when I asked the send even the signal to sell. But guess what happened? The market went to the upside, took me out, and then dropped. So what happened here? So you guys remember that I always tell you to always ensure that your higher high here is not acting as resistance in the past. If it acts as a resistance, then there's a higher chance of it being taken out and being used as liquidity, then for price to actually go down. Okay, so what I didn't pay attention to is this high here. So in my mind, what I did was this: I switched to the line chart right there, and then for me this was higher than this one, so I thought this was actually a good level, so I overlooked this. So what I always tell you guys is to make sure that you put a horizontal line on this higher high right there. So if I did that, I'd have actually realized that actually these were on the same level, therefore there's a chance that price will take them out. Okay, just like what we had here, we had equal highs here, and the market took them out. So this is the same thing that happened here, right? So I'd have actually noticed that, and I'd have avoided taking this loss. So this loss was totally avoidable. So you always have to make sure that you put the horizontal line on your higher high, and then you zoom out of your chart. You realize that these were actually equal highs. And remember, support or resistance is not a straight line, it's a zone. So this was a resistance zone right there. So that's the reason why it was taken out. So if you go to the higher time frame, you realize that actually the market was targeting a nice drop-based drop supply zone at this level here. That's the reason why the market actually took me out and went to that level. And you can see this is a beautiful drop base drop. So if I can get my rectangle tool here and then just put this here and extend it to my right side, you realize that the market literally just came to this same level and then dropped. Okay, so let me just zoom out. Yeah, so let me just extend this to my right side. You notice that the market literally came to this supply zone here, right there, and then nicely rejected, and it dropped. So I didn't see that. I only saw that after. Okay, and this was a very, very beautiful trade. This was an extremely beautiful trading setup that we actually had. So on this particular trade, The target was about 1 to 7. It was like a 1 to 7 ratio, 1 to 8 ratio 1 ratio kind of a setup. A beautiful, beautiful trade. And the market took us out, right? And then it dropped beautifully in the direction we wanted the market to go. Why? Because I didn't pay attention to this higher high right here. If I actually looked left and realized that this was actually on the same level, I wouldn't have taken this trade. Okay, so we all make these mistakes. It was my mistake, and I am owning up to it. So I hope you learned something from this. So always make sure that your higher high isn't acting as what? As support or resistance in the past. Make sure, how do you do that? You put the horizontal line here on the higher high, then you zoom out of your chart. Zoom out. Sometimes it might not be recent like this, it might be somewhere around this level. Yeah. And then I think my stop loss was just okay. I don't trade with stop losses bigger than this. No. My stop loss is always slightly above the higher high right there. And yeah, some trades you win, some trades you lose. That's how it is. So we move on like that. Once you take a loss, you move on. Take a loss, you move on. Okay? That's how it is. Otherwise, I hope you really, really, really actually get something from this. Last week was a quite trick week, something that was very emotional. If you're not emotionally strong, you can't survive in this because we actually took a lot of losses, but we were profitable at the end of the week. So if you can see this, these were actually the trades that we took. We had a nice euro Swiss giving us 8R. We had Bitcoin giving us about 5R and still running. We had USDJPY a loss. We had US30 loss, and then we had a break even on AUD USD. We had the GBP USD loss. Then we had a beautiful run on Swiss JPY, securing about 5R, and then it actually decided going against us, so we were able to secure profits here. USD also went in your profits a little bit and decided to tracing. We moved our stop loss to break even. Nasdaq was a beautiful trade. We went like about 5R and it's still running right now. Beautiful trade. And then GBP JPY loss, you can see GBP JPY loss, Euro JPY loss, I mean Euro GBP loss, German 30 loss, NZD USD loss, GBP Swiss loss, USD Swiss loss, and the AUD card 3R. So if you do your math, you're going to come up actually 17% in profit, 17% gain, net gain, net percentage gain. Like that's massive. So this is kind of actually tricky because when you take a lot of losses like this, your mind becomes you can't handle this. Okay, so you need to be able to train your mind to think in probabilities. Okay, just because you take a loss doesn't mean that you should actually avoid taking trades, because if you avoid taking trades, what happens is that you end up missing on these big wins that are going to come in. So you guys, I always tell you, it's all about probability. It's all about probability. So therefore, you just need to execute, 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 execute. That's how it's supposed to be. Because you have no idea on a trade by trade basis to know which trade is going to win. So you just need to execute, continue executing your edge just like that. Because wins like this will always come around. So whenever I take a loss, I don't get worried because I know the win is going to come, and when the winner comes, it's going to cover up all these losses. All right. So you guys come to our Telegram channel, chat with us if you need mentorship, if you need signals, we can help you with that. We can hook you up with that. And then we have a new group that we've actually formed, which is called the M&F Traders Room. So what's going to be happening in this forum It's going to be a group where you can actually uh, share your ideas. Okay, share risk management ideas, share trading psychology ideas. I know it can be lonely out there when you're trading alone, especially most new traders. So if you're a new trader and you need a forum that you can actually connect with people, real people who are going to be posting real chats. Occasionally, they're going to be posting, of course, some signals there once in a while. We'll be there to answer questions once in a while, just like that. So this would be a group you can actually be in. So if you want to join this group, it's actually only $15 annually. You just pay $15 once a year. That's the membership fee. Okay, that's $15, and then you'll be added to this group where you're going to meet with different kind of traders. Of course, we want traders who are trading supply and demand strategy, the quasi-model strategy. These are the kind of traders that we want. Okay, so that we can be talking about the same things, we can be looking at the same, we can be sharing trade alerts and everything, right? Yeah. And another thing I have for you guys is this promotion running right now. So if you look at this, we're actually running a promotion on all our services right now. So for this April, for this whole month of April, our signals are going to be at $30, like $30, right? And then our ebook it's going to be um on the $30 as well. And then we are also going to also we're reducing the mentorship from 150 to $100. So please, I would urge you to actually take advantage of this promotion because it's important, right? So if you want our services, I think this is the best time that you can actually catch, come and trade with us, come and learn from us, and everything else. So please don't hesitate to actually hit those notifications, hit those links in the description. Come and talk to us. We are able to actually help you. You guys, this is what I wanted to share with you guys. I hope you find value in what I've shared, right? I hope you find value. Remember what I said here. Make sure your higher high is not acting as resistance. This is very, very important. Always make sure that you zoom out of your chart and you make sure you put a horizontal line here to see that your level is not acting as resistance in the past. Because once it does, then it will be used as liquidity and the market will take you out. Guys, thank you so much for watching. God bless you. Until next time, goodbye.